guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be discussing on a topic: when do I enter a relationship? If you have been wondering when is the best time for you to enter a relationship, then watch this video to the end. The first on my list is when you are emotionally matured. When I talk about emotional maturity, I don't mean your age. You may be very old, but yet you may lack maturity. You may be very young, maybe 19, 20, 21, and yet you may exhibit a very great level of maturity. So when you certify yourself that you are emotionally mature, you can go into a relationship, because emotional maturity is important before going into any relationship. Relationships will test your stability, emotionally. Things will happen that you have to make tough decisions. You may have heartbreaks. So many things will happen that will have to test you. So if you are not matured, if you are still a baby, if you are immature, then you cannot cope in a relationship. Okay, so you have to be emotionally mature before you go into any relationship. And then my second point is when you discover yourself. You go into a relationship when you discover who you are, whose you are, when you know your visions, you appreciate your purpose, you know who you are, what you expect in certain relationship. When you begin to appreciate your life's principles, then you can go into a relationship. This is very, very important, so that the other person will actually know from you what to expect, what you expect from him or her. Okay, many people enter into a relationship, they don't discover themselves, they don't know the purpose for their life, so they take anything that comes from their partner, and in the long run it doesn't go well with them. So you have to know who you are, you have to define your life purpose, you have to know the vision you have for your life, you have to know your values before going into any relationship. Okay, the next on my list is when you have your own voice. Now this is very important before going into a relationship. In a relationship, you are going to be communicating, you are going to be interacting with the other person, and you have to have your own voice. You have to have your own opinion and make it count. Nobody is going to read your mind. Nobody is going to know what you want without you airing out your view. So you have to have your own voice. You don't have to be a yes man or yes sir person all the way, because you have to make informed debates. You have to debate about issues reasonably, and you have to also add your own inputs in building each other up. So if you don't have your voice, you're going to find it difficult, because I've seen people in relationship who don't have their voice. They're always saying yes, yes, yes. They don't debate, they don't have their own opinion, and in the long run it doesn't go well for the other person and the relationship entirely. So you have to have your voice, and you have to make your voice known. Very important before going into a relationship. Again, the next on my list is when you are responsible for someone else. Relationships are testing times, right? You are relating with the other person. He or she may need you when they are down, when they have setbacks, when they have trials coming, and you have to be available. You have to take full responsibility for the other person. You have to be there when they need you most. You have to lend your shoulder. You have to give them your counsel. You have to give them your 2 cents when they need you. So you have to be responsible. When you are responsible, when you can certify that you can be responsible for another person, then you can go into a relationship. And mind you, except you are responsible for yourself, you can't be responsible for someone else. So this is a very big criteria for you to have before going into any relationship. Okay, so the next on my list is financial stability. Financial stability is very important in a relationship. I don't mean you must be a millionaire. I don't mean you must have all the dollars and the treasures in this world. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is that you have to develop yourself, develop a skill, start a business, start something, start a career, something that will bring you cash flow, and start working towards attaining financial stability. Because In relationship, we are going to need money. You need finances to care, to show your love for the other person. Okay, eventually when the relationship grows into marriage, you need money to pay for bride price. You need money when the kids start coming in to care for them, their schooling and all of that. Okay, so you have to start working on stabilizing your finances. It's very important. I've seen people in relationship who never paid attention to their financial stability, and many years down the drain, everything became so frustrating. I don't want you to be that kind of person. Okay, I don't mean just for the male, even female too, male or female. You can work towards financial stability, learn a skill, start a business, work on a career, do something that will bring you cash flow, because in the long run you are going to benefit so much if you are financially stable. And the next on my list is time. You go into a relationship when you know that you have the time to invest in that relationship. You have the time to spend knowing that person you are relating with. It's very important. Don't be someone who is always busy, work, ministry. You don't have time for your partner. No, you have to create time. You have to be intentional about creating time. We are all busy people, right? But we must invest time into things that matter. We must create time for people who matter in our lives. And if you are that person that wants to go into relationship, you must create the time to nurture and nourish your relationship. Okay, time heals, time grows a lot of things. You have to learn to interact with each other. You have to learn to understand each other better, and that will require time. The last but not the least is God's timing. Okay, the best time to go into a relationship is God's timing. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 11 tells us that God makes all things beautiful in its time. Please don't be under any pressure. We live in a society where people are pressurized. When are you bringing her home? When are you inviting us to your wedding? When are we coming to eat rice? I want to encourage you. Don't be pressured. Don't be in any competition. Okay, we are living our lives individually. We are living our lives separately, and God is the one that makes all things beautiful. When it's time for you to go into a relationship, God will let you know. God will bring the right person for you, and you find it easy. So don't be under any pressure. Don't be under competition. Even if your friends are going to relationship, I want you to be encouraged. So if you find this content useful, please subscribe, share and like, so that you can help us to grow the YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.